Hello everybody, and today we're going to be going over two different conditional statements besides the equals equals sign. Now, if we remember, equals equals means we are comparing two sets of equality. So we're comparing equality with the equals equals signs. So we're testing if one value is equal to another value. Now, I should have mentioned this in the other video. This also works for strings. So if we do string A equals to hello, and if string A equals to hello, then it's going to run this. If string A is equal to yellow, then it's going to say this. So same thing with strings. Make sure to play around with that. So just to give you a quick example, I pressed the wrong button once again. Alright, my bad. Let's run this. You'll see it says it is 1 because string A is equal to hello. If we change this to yellow, then it'll say it is 2. But anyways, let's get into the actual video. So let's actually rewind the clock, set it back to an integer. Now we're gonna be going over a couple of comparison signs. The first one is going to be the does not equal sign. It does the exact opposite of the equal sign, equals equals sign. We do some comments right here. So does not equal. So let's first write down all of the ones we know, which is equals. So if value equals to value, then that is equals equals. And we'll say the new one, which is if value does not equal to value, then we'll say does not equal. And maybe if it's easier for you to read, if we do if A equals to B, if A does not equal to value B. Now, the next one we're going to be doing is a little bit different. Now, let's just stick with the does not equal. So let's just set this to does not equal, and same thing here, does not equal. And we can delete this else statement because we really don't need it in this video. So let's run it. And you'll see that nothing, oh wait, no. Int A, sorry, this first statement is ran. Why? Because A does not equal to 1. A is equal to 5,000. However, if we set it to 1, then this condition is no longer met because A is now equal to 1. So the condition that A does not equal to 1 is not met. So now it'll move on and test whether this next else statement is true, which it is because A is equal to 1, so therefore it is not equal to 2. 1 is not equal to 2, so therefore it will print out it is 2. Now, technically it should be printing it is not 2. That would make more sense. But it's really just the outcome that we're looking at. It is not 2 because A is not 2. So now the next one we're going to be testing out is the less and greater than. So if A is less than B, then we're going to be doing this operator. So let's just do this and delete this as well. So if A is less than 1, that's 11, then we're going to print out variable A is less than 1. Otherwise, if A is greater than 1, or actually we can say less than 2, we can worry about the greater than, then we're just going to say A is, variable A is less than 2. And if we run it, it'll say variable is less than 2. Because remember, A is less than 1. It's not saying if it is equal or less than 1. It's just saying if it's less, and it is not less. It is equal to 1. Same thing with the else if statement, but this time 1 is less than 2, so it's going to say variable is less than 2. If we set this to 0, it will say variable is less than 1. That's it. Now, same thing. If a is greater than b, we'll use the greater sign. We can just flip these. And there we go. It's the exact opposite now. Now, you'll see if a is greater than 1, a is not greater than 1, and it's not greater than 2. Let's just set it to 2 for now. Let's run it. It'll say variable is less than 1. It should be variable is greater. Let's run it now. Variable is greater than 1 because int a is greater than 1. It is 2. If we set this to 3 and run it, where's my cursor? And so it'll say, oh, variable is greater than, oh, it'll still say variable is greater than 1 because 3 is greater than 1. I'm an idiot. Can't even do beginner's code. Wow. Anyways, that's all for that. There is one more type of sign that we're going to be going over. There are multiple types, for example, the exclamation mark, but that is a lot different. Actually, yeah, that is a lot different, and we will go over that in another video because it requires you to know something else. So, let's start with if a is less than or equal to b, we do less than equal. And if a is greater than or equal to b, then we do greater or equal. And all you have to do, just like the code says, is put an equal sign. Put an equal sign. Now, in this case, let's set it to less than. Hopefully you get the picture. But essentially, a is equal to 3. So let's set it equal to 1. And say this, or equal to 2. It's greater or equal to. Gotta make sure we're grammatically correct. Greater than or equal to 1. Let's run this. Variable a is greater than or equal to 1. It is equal to 1 because a is 1. Now if we set this to 2, it'll say variable is greater or equal to 2. It is equal to 2. If we set this to 0, now technically that should say less than. I forgot to switch up the words. Variable is less than or equal to 1. It is less than 1, so that less than statement still stands. My apologies, this should say less. Now if we run it, it'll show the expected. Now, I hope you learned something in this video, and make sure to tune in for the next video, and hope you're having a good day. Have a good rest of your day.